Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. My name is Mimi and I am a psychic medium. I just thought today that I would do a reading just to update you guys on, the COVID-19 situation, as well as with the current events of what's going on, specifically surrounding George Floyd. So I just wanted to do just a quick little reading just to see what comes up, to see if anything's changed with the virus, and yeah. So I'm just gonna take a couple minutes, well, a couple seconds, connect with my angels, and then we'll get started, guys. Okay. So funny. The first card that came up says, ask your angels, and that's the angels' funny way of confirming that they're here. Alright, so guys, let's talk about the virus first. I do feel that, as far as the virus, I still feel I'm being told that things are still going to start getting better again in July. So that still hasn't changed. If you watched my previous reading on that, I said that around July, like late July, beginning of August, things would begin to, kind of get back to some sense of normalcy. Things are not going to be exactly how they were before, but it's going to start, getting back there. Now, as far as vaccines, I know I predicted that in my last video that there was a vaccine that was being worked on. But this time around, what I'm hearing from the angels is that there is a specific country that's actually sitting on a cure. Not treatment, but an actual cure. Now I was trying to, yeah, a cure is what I'm hearing. Okay, so I just asked in my head, were they going to share the fact that they had a cure for it? And this is the card that came up. No. And the reason for that is because they don't trust. The trust card came up in reverse. There's a lack of trust that they're actually going to give it to people. And there's also a lack of trust that this country feels like if they were to announce that they had a cure for it, that it would backfire on them. It's kind of like their government or whoever their world leader is does not trust that certain other world leaders would not harm them or harm the people that came up with this cure. Because I am picking up on the energy that there's a lot of miscommunication taking place. There's a lot more people healing than they are letting people know of in the news. There's a lot less cases, I'm being told, that are being than what's being reported. However, I'm hearing that there's something else going on. Let me see. Yeah. This card says compromise, but if you guys look closely, it's basically a balance, kind of like scales. And what I'm picking up from the angels is that lawmakers are trying to take advantage of this time to sort of pass other laws, change legislations. There's other stuff that's being worked on in the background while we're all being, like, I don't want to say distracted, but that's the word that came up, distracted. Okay? Now I am picking up that there is going to be a second wave of the virus, like another wave of it is going to hit. Okay, so yeah, they're confirming that there is going to be a second wave of the virus that's going to hit. However, I am picking up that this time there's going to be better preparation for it, and also it's not going to be as bad as the first wave. Like the numbers aren't going to be as high. They're not going to be that astronomical. Okay. Okay, so this card came up, and it says perfect timing, but it came up in reverse. That's basically the angels saying that yes, they're gonna start letting people out, but think and be very wise before you put yourself out there. I still want you guys to be smart, to protect yourselves. You know, wash your hands, minimal contact, keep with social distancing. Just because there's going to be a second wave does not mean you have to put yourself right in front of it and be part of that second wave, if that makes sense. Okay? So let's see what else. And this is just the angels reaffirming that yes, there is going to be a second wave. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna start answering some, or pulling some cards on the whole George Floyd situation, because I feel like, yeah, I need to start doing that. Now, I'm not going to channel directly from George. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to channel directly from George because I feel like it's still too fresh. He literally just passed away less than a week ago. The information is what I'm being told from the angels would be scattered, and it's usually when someone passes away, you want to give them time to cross over, to make sense of what happened, to even sometimes heal from it before you start to channel the spirit of that person who has passed away. So because it's so fresh, I'm not going to do that. However, I am going to get as much information as I can from the angels on everything that's going on surrounding that, with the protesting, the some of the riots, and as far as his death too. Now I am picking up, based on what the angels are telling me, he has not crossed over to the other side yet. He's still earthbound, meaning, yeah, he has not crossed over yet. He's still earthbound. He's still actually, well, yeah, he has not crossed over yet. I am picking up that he is going to cross over within, I'm hearing 2 weeks. Within 2 weeks, he's going to cross over. I'm hearing his, not his angels, but his actual ancestors, people from his bloodline who have already passed on, who are on the other side, are trying to help him cope and deal and understand that it's going to be okay and that it's safe, that it's okay for him to cross over. So the angels are saying, with that said, what I just said, if you're not taking part in the protests, if that's just not for you, if you don't know what you can do to help, something you can do to help is to pray for his soul to pass on and to pass over. Okay? Yeah. Okay. So let me see what comes up as far as that. Okay, so the angels are trying to basically confirm that the reason why George has not crossed over yet to the other side is that he doesn't trust that he's going to get justice. It's coming up here. I'm picking up that he is remaining positive, but he doesn't trust, his spirit doesn't trust that he's going to have a successful and outcome to this matter. Okay? Yeah, and it came up with that card popped up too, the no card. He doesn't feel that. But like I said, his ancestors are just basically confirming what I said. His ancestors are with him, and they're trying to tell him, you're ready, you can cross over. And when I say crossover, I mean like go to the other side completely, like heaven. You know, that type of energy. That's what I mean by that. For those of you who don't know, yeah, they're helping him heal right now and recover because he's under a lot of trauma with everything that happened. Wow. Okay. So I know there. I heard that the autopsy came back and they're trying to blame it on his health. Um, the angels are saying it wasn't due to his health. He didn't die due to his health. Okay. So I don't know if there's going to be a second one done, but if there isn't, there needs to be done. Okay. There's definitely going to be a lot more information coming out surrounding his death. Right off the bat, I'm picking up from the angels that he did know the man that killed him prior to this day. And I don't mean like just crossing paths. I mean he knew him. Like he knew him. From their workplace where they both made money. That's where he knows him from. Okay, what I just heard very clearly is that if you're going out there to protest, if you're going out there to protest peacefully, be careful. Be careful. I just heard, and angels are even saying, please wait or put it off. That says wait. Now, I don't want to tell you what to do, obviously, but they're going to be, what I just heard very clearly is that they're going to be targeting black protesters, whether they're peaceful protesters or not. Okay? However, there is petitions being signed, I believe, is what I'm hearing. There's petitions, there's lawyers working on the case, there's a lot of people in the background who are working on the case. To those people, the angels are saying they are on the right track, that they should not stop, they should keep going, okay? Because what they're doing is actually going to help. Okay. So the angels are saying, with everything that's going on right now, especially concerning this situation and with the virus, they want you guys to start listening very carefully to what these world leaders, what these people in government are saying, because they're clearly showing you guys, they're clearly communicating and showing you where they stand on certain issues, so you guys can know when it's time to vote, you know, especially if you're in the US. Okay. I just heard that justice would be served, but I'm hearing it's not going to be what people feel is enough, okay? And I'm also hearing that there's going to be delays along the way, and it could quite possibly take a year to take place, because I'm hearing that they're trying to wait for everything to calm down. Yeah. I'm hearing a prolonged case, so they may prolong this case. Yeah, they may prolong this case as long as possible. I'm hearing that they are also reconsidering, because and this is about the other officers that were there. They're being considered for charges. Like whoever is in charge of, you know, possibly arresting them or bringing up charges against them is actually in thought about it right now. Okay. Yeah, they're in deep thought about it. Like, meditation brings answers. That's another card for me when someone's in deep thought about something. This is weird, but it says that the person is actually praying about it to get the right answer of what to do, where to go from here. Because I feel like they're torn. They want to protect their officers. I heard that. They want to protect their officers, but at the same time, I feel like this person is all about the law. At the same time, they're all about the law. They're all about what's right. Yeah, this person's trying to figure out somewhere in the middle of the road, come up with a compromise that's going to, that this person feels, and it feels like it's a man, it's a masculine, that he's going to try to figure out somewhere in the middle of the road where he feels it's still fair. It feels like a conflict of interest, like this person goes back and forth. Like they knew if it was civilians, they would automatically arrest everybody that was there, meaning all the other police officers, but because it's police officers, yeah. Forgiveness. This is the card that came up. It says forgiveness. This is more for George. His ancestors are around him right now. He's so angry. They're trying to help him let go. They're trying to help him let go so he can cross over. He's like tied to that place where he died. He's still his spirit still lingers over there. He does see everything everyone is doing for him, though. He does see how the world is basically standing with him. However, he does want some of the people who are rioting to please choose another direction. He's like, you're distracting. He's trying to come through, and I'm like trying not to let him come through because it's too soon. But I just picked up that he doesn't want people to riot because it's going to distract from what we're trying to accomplish, or what he's trying to get accomplished, which is to get justice for his death. Let's see what else comes up. Yeah, his ancestors are trying to heal him. And I don't mean like physically, obviously, but they're trying to heal his spirit. They're trying to heal his soul so that he can move on. But he's I don't want to say he's stuck here, but he's like dead set on staying or sticking around. He wants to make sure he gets justice. Yeah, he's been around a lot of the people who are working behind the scenes to get him justice. His spirit's been around them, like prompting them to ask certain questions, prompting them to take certain routes or certain paths with the investigation, to get a second autopsy is what I just heard. What else comes up? He's around his loved ones too. He's trying to comfort them. But more than anything, like he's not at peace at the moment. This peaceful resolution card came up, but it came up in the reverse. The angels keep reiterating that he knows this man. He knows this man from where they made money. From work. And he's okay. I'm being made to feel like they're trying to push the case to the side and wait. Yeah, I'm being made to feel like there's going to be a wait. They're trying to prolong this case. They're really trying to prolong this case. And if you guys notice, there's like flames around this angel. What I just picked up was that they're trying to wait until the fire's like dimmed down. But like he wants the people working on his case, his lawyers, the legal team that decided to take this on for him, to keep going, not to let up. Now is the time while there's momentum. Okay? Yeah. Energetically, the angels are saying no, that these people should not allow them to prolong this case. Because now, while the pressure is on these individuals, is most likely how he's able to get justice. Yeah, he's saying now. He's trying to come through. He keeps trying to come through. He's saying now is the opportunity. So he doesn't want them to stop. He doesn't want them to slow down. He doesn't want he wants basically the people, you know, behind his legal team, behind his family's legal team, to push forward now. Because I don't feel like he's going to get the justice he's due if they allow them to prolong this case. Okay, guys, it's the same messages being repeated, so I think I'm going to end this reading here. But if you guys can see, forgiveness and meditation, basically it's reiterating that his angels and his ancestors are trying to heal him so he can cross over, so he can finally, you know, be at peace and not be earthbound, not be stuck here, not be stuck in the energy of where he died, where he passed away. So I think I'm going to end it there. Let me pull from this deck. Okay, so this message is actually from Archangel Michael to George. He's trying to get him to have confidence and have faith and know that his death was not in vain, even though it was just horrible and awful. He wants them to have more confidence in heaven, and to know that there's so many people working to get him justice. Because I feel like that's part of the reason he's not able to cross over. Energetically, I'm picking up that he feels he's not going to get justice because of previous situations like this where, you know, people didn't get justice. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will catch you guys on the next video. Take care.